Okay. Awesome. We are good. 2 entities also behind Cohh seem ferocious? Yes. Those are also very ferocious animals. Okay, I think we're just gonna go. No, this is not the right way. We want to go the other way. Is this not the room with the body? It must not be. I don't like it, chat. I don't like it. Dude, I'm so damn lost in here. Oh my god. There's like a million different ways to go. I don't know how to get through any of them. Okay. Doesn't help that a lot of these areas look the same. Is that where the corpse was? That's the same place we were in before. It has to be the other way. It's back through here. Here we go. This is right. Neo Shingo getting a Cohh beanie. Thank you so much for that. Cohh hat obtained. Thanks, dude. Boop. Going back to the surface. Who or what is following you? The thing that's following us is some kind of human-alien hybrid. The humans on this moon base basically discovered some dormant alien DNA or something. We're still figuring this out. Am I supposed to do this here? Or is it going to open automatically? Oh, there it goes. And what essentially happened is it looks like the humans discovered this thing called the canal, and in it somehow got infected with some kind of alien thing. And then they brought it back to their moon base, and it looks like the aliens here are human-alien hybrids. I don't think what we're dealing with now are actual aliens. I mean, maybe I could be wrong. I'm just guessing at this point, but yeah, it seems like the aliens itself may be some kind of fungal thing. So, looks like the aliens are taking over the human bodies and doing all sorts of horrible things there. Kind of like Dead Space? Yes, kind of like Dead Space. Yep, that's my guess so far. Dead Spacey and Last of Us-y, kind of. But there's a couple curveballs here though. First of all, there's the fungus, which is kind of the overt thing, but there's also like weird distortions going on, things like earthquakes. We don't know what the moonquakes are. So there's lots of, even though I have like a general guess about what's going on, there's a whole lot of stuff I don't know about at all. A lot of weirdness. I don't really understand yet the timeline of this area. And one thing I'm very confused on is these creatures. Like, they discovered one creature and then a second creature. And I'm a little confused if the first creature was here when they got here, or if like one of them became the first creature and then they discovered it. Like, we're still nailing down a lot. Yeah. Moonquakes are a normal thing. Are they? Because I was under I was under the assumption that planets had earthquakes because of like tectonic shifting, like active tectonic events. So just out of curiosity, just for my layman ignorant thing here, what causes the moon to quake if there's no like active geological system? Is it us influencing them? It's IBS. Oh. IBS. Okay. So see, I have to admit, I feel like we shouldn't call them, okay, so if we call something an earthquake, that's when tectonic plates are grinding against each other. That's the earth systems working. Like, I feel like an earthquake is a specific sequence of events. So I feel like if you call them moonquakes, that's not really the same thing, right? Because it sounds like moonquakes are caused by a completely different thing, because there's no tectonic plates, there's no system grinding, there's nothing else, right? So I feel like call them moon shakes or something. But like, I'm just making sure this is not. A moonquake is also a specific sequence of events. I'm gonna look into this more. I'm super interested about this. Yeah. Okay. The moon is quaking. That's true. So I mean, uh-oh. Okay, I was like, are we out of power? That'd be unfortunate. Okay. Now I'm all super curious about this. If the Earth has an earthquake, does the shake in the gravity, the gravimetric field, make the moon quake too? That'd be kind of interesting. Can the moon quake and the Earth not quake? I guess so, right? It's probably the Moonanites. It's probably the Moonanites. Yeah. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm doing it as hard as I can. Oh, get this. The moon is still losing heat and as a result, shrinking slightly. This shrinking of the moon, plus the stress on the moon's outer layers produced by the tugging of Earth's gravitational pull, cracks the moon's crust. Well, damn. So that is definitely not the same sequence as an earthquake, but that is a very similar result. Cool. Thanks for that. Interesting. Now, I wonder if our buddy came back with us here. All right, so I think we left the power on for what we need. We need the echography room, right? Echography? Did I say that right? No, that's too common. One. Don't need the lift engine. But the common doors. Okay. Prong 1 misaligned, prong 2 misaligned. Wait, do we need the... Oh, no. Do we need those for the... Where is the imaging room? Is it over here? No. Oh, it's this one. Forward imaging 2. Oh, there's prong 2. Okay. I'm guessing we're going to need the prongs. What the hell? Okay. So we did that. Yay! We did it. We don't need to go to servers again. I do need to now turn off that prong, I think. I don't know if we have to keep it powered or not. Okay. Shit. Oh, dude, was this messed up before? That's not good. All right, how do we get to imaging? That way's the lift access. This is reception. Here is imaging. Commons 2. It's gonna open all the doors we can, pretty much. Systems. Imaging. Photography.
This reality diverges from our expectations. The canal, the moon. It requires us. We require it. Another contraction.
Contraction? Are we about to birth some Cthulian earth-eating creature? Oh, Lord. I know, again, right? Again. Alright, so we need to find prong 1. Where is prong 1? Okay. Let's go turn off. We're going to turn off this for now, so we have extra power to work with. And then we're going to go into the systems area and see if we can find the prong 1 in there. I don't think we need prong 2 either, but I'm not sure. I'll free up some power. Those are the servers. We don't need those. Prong 2, we already have. So we can actually turn... I think we can turn prong 2 off. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can do that. We need to find one of those screens now that shows us the status of the systems. And if it's still green, we're fine. Great. Okay. So now we just need to find prong 1. Where the hell is prong 1, dude? I don't think I've seen prong 1. Prong 1. Beautiful. Okay, where's your door? Prong 1? Prong 1! Beautiful.
Hydration time!
Okay. Boom. Hey, Noam, what's up, buddy? Initializing subsurface imaging prongs. Subsurface scanning. Is it going to find a giant mass of just biological, like, tentacles and stuff all over under the moon? Ripening and induction immediately? I'm sorry, what? Where is that? Dude, were they growing this stuff in here? It certainly looks like they were. Dude, strange filter. What in the hell is this? I think we're going back. What is this thing? Am I going the right way? I think I have to go back to the near the start, right? Oh, Jesus! Oh no! Is he sad about the person that died? So he's not entity A, right? I mean, no, maybe he is entity A. Huh. This is so weird, man. Oh. Here we go. Aaron says boring game. Later, Co. See you, bud. Yeah, this game isn't for everyone, man, but I'm loving this. This has been Crazy fun. Oh man, very, very Soma. Oh, this is it. This is the canal.
You've come so far. One final step.
Did we just get Space Odyssey? This is the core from the beginning of the game that the security system was in. Gonna be a baby this time? Oh, is it a person?
Together. We begin anew. Through me, you endure. Through you, I endure.
Lunar Containment and Recovery Program. Oh, so it was 2 different expeditions. The objective was to recover data associated with the original Prism Canal expedition. Prism Lunar Expedition, geological contractions within the site known as a canal. Operations continued until 1979. In 1999, a Union Plaza Resort employee, John Cooper, reported the discovery of... Yes. So it is exactly what we thought. That's really cool. Thanks, Devil. Appreciate it, man. Recover all Prism mission data and related to canal. Retrieve... Okay. Secondary objectives. Indeterminate origin of or unauthorized function. The LRCP touchdown approximately 800 meters from the Ward's airlock. Dude, I love that they did this. I'm so glad that they didn't just end the game. This is awesome. Upon entry of the ward, the crew reported a dense concentration, particularly manner described as blank or pollen. Substantial interference, complete telemetry loss. It said the last line that was blurred said the final oh, there it is. The final transmission contained one image. Oh, it's the flowers. Why is there a black box there? Like, are those human parts? That was a lot of fun, dude. That was fun. That was good. Like, that was good. I think
Applause, please.
that was fun. Yeah, that was a good playthrough. What was this? This was routine. And what I will say as I get to the end of games like this, it's always important to mention this. Of course, I would never tell you what to do, and I would never tell you how to spend your money. But what I will say is indie games are awesome, and we want to see a lot more of these. So one of the things I want to say is, if you are somebody who is in a very comfortable financial position, and if you ever watch an indie game on this channel and you go, man, that was really cool, but I watched Cohh play it, so I don't have to buy it, consider buying it anyway. I know that seems weird. I know you're like, I already watched it. I might not even play it. Why would I buy it? If you enjoyed the experience, if you want to support this kind of thing, consider picking up a copy. Think of it like you're buying a ticket to the show you just watched. Now, of course, if this is by any means, this is free entertainment. If you're bill to bill, ignore everything I'm saying. But if you're in a comfortable position, something to consider. Anytime you see a game that I play that you then say to yourself, oh, I don't need to play that, I watched Cohh play it. Always cool to then, if you're in a comfortable position, potentially support them. So yeah, people in chat saying, no way I'm going to do that. That's fine. Dude, this is free entertainment. That's fine. If you don't want to buy the game, that's fine. But I'm just saying, it's a cool thing to consider. And if you do that, we're going to see more games like this, which is great. So yeah, that was fun. Anyway, that was great. That was cool. I'm probably not going to do a thoughts video on it because it's a little short and I don't want to spoil anything. Final thoughts on it. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. Incredibly immersive. Sound design was cool. I really enjoyed how throughout the game, the enemy started as kind of like a dumb, slow, robotic enemy. Like, oh, this isn't very bad. And then turned into like a horrifying alien isolation style enemy. That was awesome. Like, I think that was really well done. In fact, I'll tell you this right now. I would have felt completely different about this game if they only kept the robot enemies. So I think that was like a really, in fact, from everything I saw, I didn't even realize there were like biological enemies. I didn't even know that about this game. I thought it was like a rogue AI thing. So that was, that was a really nice change of pace. Downside stuff. I definitely would add hotkeys to the weapon stuff. It's a little pixel hunty, having to hit tab and like push the tiny buttons. It'd be really nice if we could just hit a button and then like have Q, R, T, and Y all have like different button effects. That would have made that really handy. Also, I have to say, I wish there was more of a discovery phase in this game. Games like this are really fun because they spend the first part of the game asking questions, and then they spend the last part of the game answering them. And that's a call and response that, when done well, makes these games incredibly awesome. I feel like the call was done really well. I had a ton of questions. I had no idea what was going on at some points. I feel like the call was great. I feel like the response was a little bit lackluster. There were still, in my opinion, a few more unanswered questions that I would have liked at the end. Now, they did kind of hint that there may be a second game, which would be awesome. But I will say that, like, they asked a lot of very interesting questions that didn't get any answers. And I do wish, as now that I finished it, I do wish some of those questions were answered a little bit more. Like there were some really interesting questions, like who was moving us between the areas? Why were they moving us between the areas? What is the biological thing? Why were all these things happening that weren't seemingly just biological? They didn't answer the main question. Like, what was the thing? They didn't answer that at all. Why was it dormant between two periods? Why did it go dormant in the first place? What's reawakening it? What is the canal? Like, there's lots and lots of fun questions that I think they could have explored a little more. But I do hope from the looks of it, we may get more. So I really hope that they talk about that more. I will say, I think that the game got significantly better for me. I had this weird part at the end of the game where I saw the spaceman get into the fetal position, and I went, oh, please do not just show credits. I literally thought to myself, please do not just show credits. Like, at least give us the tiniest bit of actual concrete stuff to end this on. And then they flipped over to the redacted documents. I think whoever decided to make that the end, that was a great decision. We ended on concrete, this is what it is, this is what's going on. And like, I really liked that. I felt like that kind of brought that kind of more wishy-washy, you don't really know what's going on. That kind of felt that back into reality, or brought that back into reality a little bit. And I like that. I like that. I really don't like when games end like this and they don't have the discovery phase. There is nothing worse than a game like this where the whole game is just asking questions and it gets to the end and it's like, and you'll never know. It's like, well, you, man. You just wasted my time. I was playing the game to answer questions, and we got to the end and you're like, not answering your question. Well, you just wasted my damn time. So a lot of times, people like me that I will say have a touch of the tism, we tend to be a bit more concrete. We need our stuff to be more realistic. So like, I have a lot of respect when games ask a lot of questions, and then kind of like this game did, they do spend a good amount of time at the end, like answering them. They put some of that thought out, reasoned, if this was real, it might be like this kind of realistic approach. And that helps me get so much more immersed. I get so much more immersed when the devs take the time to put in the redacted documents, to actually connect it to real world events, to make it all make sense. That goes so far with me. So, yeah, they did again, still some answered questions, but I got to say overall, this was a lot better than a lot of games do like this. So Cohh hates Remedy games. No, I love Remedy games. Remedy actually does a great job. They do call and response very well. If in fact, Remedy does call and response incredibly well. Like with all of their documents and all of their historical like anchoring, and if this does this, then it's related to this, and there's a reason they are related, and like they do a really good job of that, I feel like. But they also ask a lot of questions, which that's just the thing they do. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all had a good time with this. I don't know what we're going to be playing tomorrow morning. I thought we would have another stream of this, but we don't. So I don't know what we're going to start with then. Maybe we'll peek around in some Arc Raiders. Maybe we'll start and assess. Maybe I'll finish Outer Worlds 2, because we really need to finish Outer Worlds 2. Maybe we'll spend tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll main Outer Worlds 2 until we finish it. I feel like we need to finish Outer Worlds 2. So maybe we'll do that soon. Did I finish Last Caretaker? No, but I got to a part I got to a location in Last Caretaker where it's not done. And everyone was like, oh, they're adding that location in a patch in like a week and a half. So I was like, well, I'm just going to wait for that at least. So I don't know what my plans for Last Caretaker are. I'm already sold on it. But I definitely, I will be returning to it. I just don't know when. But that's why we put it on pause, because it's early access. I was kind of planning on pausing it. Lunar Software Aaron Lunar Software, who just made Routine, the game we saw, is a core team of 3, but we had a lot of help from lovely dev friends. That is awesome. Well, grats to you, Aaron. This game's super cool, man. And grats to you and the team. That was very fun. All right, I'm out of here for now. I'm going to kick you over to Passco for the rest of the day. I may be back for a cozy this evening. I don't know what we're going to do, but if I am, it should be fun. So I may see you around then for that. But on that note, I will see you guys later. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are on the globe. Again, thank you for joining us for Routine, and I will see you later for more fun and games.